Hello students, Dr. Sharma back again. Let's begin this lecture with quick imagination game. Okay, it is not real, it's imagination. I like imagination. Everybody like imagination, right? So imagine you could suddenly turn off the gravity. So you have the power to turn off the gravity. Okay, what would happen to your phone? What would happen to the moon or to the earth itself? Can you imagine? You can pause, you can think and respond. Okay, you can write on the comment box in my YouTube channel. So exactly, I think you think in this correct direction. So everything would fly off in a straight line. Everything will be flying. So if this is here, it started to flying. Everything will be flying. Earth will be flying in a straight line. That's how important the gravity is. Okay, so it's not just the force that keeps you on the ground. It is a kind of invisible glue of the universe. Okay, that's very important thing. So Newton was the genius. Sir Isaac Newton gave us a beautiful equations to describe the how gravity works between the two objects in the universe. If you have one object with the mass m1 and another object with the mass m2, if their center to center distance is separated by a distance r or d, then they attract to each other. And that attraction is called the gravitational attraction or gravitational force. And that force is equal to g m1 mass of one object times mass of another object divided by the square of their separation distance. You can see here g is the universal gravitational constant. That is the fix in this universe. So from this equation, let me ask you a question. If the distance between the mass is double, suppose its mass and its mass, both mass becomes double, what happens to the gravitational force? What happens? If mass doubles, what happens? Let me say here, m1 is the mass of Earth. Let's say that is the capital M, and m2 your mass. Let's say that is the small m, and this equation can be written as g capital M mass of the Earth, mass of the person, and their separation distance r square. Okay, so the term here, the universal gravitational constant times mass of the Earth and divide by the square of the distance between two masses u and Earth. The distance between u and Earth, so you are standing here and here the center of the Earth, this distance is r. You are on the surface of Earth. So center of the Earth to the location where you are located on Earth, that is the r. And this terminology is called the g. Gravity, acceleration due to gravity, and then you remain m, that is F is equal to mg. What is this? That is the weight. The definition of the weights comes from this universal gravitational equation. Understand? So g is this much, g times m divided by r square. So you know the g is 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, so every second, what does it mean 9.8 meter per second? It's every second the velocity increases by 9.8 meter per second. Okay, now this g is the universal constant, but this g is not universal constant. The value of g is differ from object to object, the planet to planet. Earth has one, moon has a smaller one, Jupiter has a very big. It depends. The greater the mass, the g is gm over r square. Greater the mass of the planet, then greater the acceleration due to gravity you feel. In my previous lecture, we already connected with the concept of circular motion. Okay, so let me write down the concept of the circular motion here. with gravitational force. Okay, so how gravity connects with, let me write down how gravity connects with circular motion. Let me write down here. Let's discuss a little bit about this. Okay, let's zoom out to satellites. Okay, let's zoom out to satellites. So you know this is the Earth, and here is the suppose orbit of around the Earth. So satellites is going around the Earth. Suppose mass of Earth is m e, and satellite has mass ms or small m. It's going around the orbit. So how do satellite exactly stay in the orbit around the Earth and it's not falling down? It has a possibility to come, it falling down. Why it exactly remain in that orbit? Have you thought about that? So they are falling exactly. They are falling, but fast enough sideways that they miss the Earth continuously. They fall, but they miss Earth continuously because gravity pulls them inward, keeping them in circular motion. Okay, this is where the gravity provides the centripetal force here. Okay, so we have the two set of equations. First of all, let me write down here. Centripetal force between this satellite. Suppose the satellite has the mass small m and capital M is the mass of the Earth. So centripetal force between them, if they are, their distance, is r, that is g m over r square. But at the same time, satellite is going around the circular path, it experiences the centripetal force. That means the mass of the satellite and speed of the satellite is square, and this is the center, so r is the radius around which the circular path is revolving. mb square over r. That means I can write down g m over r square is equal to mb square over r. This m cancel, and what I can tell is 1r cancel out, so the b square is equal to g m over r. If we know and how far the satellite is orbiting around the Earth, we can immediately tell how fast this satellite is moving. That is the square root under root gm over r. So b is now called the orbital speed. Okay, so m is the mass of the Earth, r is the distance from the Earth center to the satellite. Okay, so depending on the speed, greater the speed, let me write down one more time. So orbital speed is equal to under root gm over r. If you increase the radius, if you want to keep the satellite farther away from the center of the Earth, you keep the farther in your orbit, in this orbit. Okay, if you increase the r, what happens to the b? That will decrease, speed will decrease. The faster the speed, so closer the orbit will be. Okay, so suppose you have a different orbit here, so if the satellite is keeping this orbit, it will have the faster speed than here, here are the least slowing speed. So depending on the velocity, you can set the satellite in a particular orbit. Okay, so that's why, let me recap this lecture. So gravity is a universal force acting between any two masses. So it follows the inverse square law. Okay, inverse square law, and g is 9.8 meter per second square. That is the Earth's surface gravity, and in orbit, gravity plays the role of centripetal force. Okay, so we use the GPS satellite nowadays. It's fantastic to navigate when we move place to place. Okay, so from the water, from the sky, anywhere, GPS satellite orbit. If you look at the orbit, it has the orbit around 20,000 kilometers above the Earth and must move at the perfect speed to maintain that balance between the gravity pulling them in and inertia pulling them instead. Okay, so finally, let me ask this question. If Earth was suddenly twice as massive, but the radius stayed the same, what would happen to your weight? Can you check it? Look at this formula, Gmm over r square. What's the question? Earth suddenly twice the mass. What would happen to your weight? Definitely weight would be, the G is, this value is the G, so your value would be increased with the same proportion. That means your weight also increased. So this is the important concept we discuss. You know that the orbital speed, how we determine. If you know the mass of a satellite of any planet, you can tell the orbital speed. So we know the Earth mass, it orbits around the sun. That's why we say that how much faster the Earth is going around the sun. So that's what you use. These equations are very powerful but very simple and sophisticated. So that's all for today.